Hello, everyone. Welcome to Behind the Scenes for Last Room on the Left, this horror thriller. I'm going to walk you through the steps that I used to get this project up and running, and then I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm going to minimize